Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this heart emoticon origami. I quite enjoy this model. It's not too difficult, but if you're a beginner, there may be some challenging steps, so I'll do the best I can to instruct you. But if you have any criticisms of my instruction, I always appreciate feedback. So thank you and good luck. So, traditional origami paper typically comes in two sizes. This one here is made with 15 centimeter or around 6-inch origami paper, and this one is made with 24 centimeter or roughly 9-inch origami paper. I personally think that 9 inches is a bit overkill in this context because, I mean, it's just a simple model and it's supposed to represent text, so it shouldn't be too big, but I'm going to be using 24 centimeters anyways, so you can hopefully see me better. So to start, we have this color is going to be the positive space or the color of the text. We're going to start with that color face down, and the color of the background face up. So first we're going to make a valley fold horizontally in half. Next, we're going to make two valley folds parallel to this crease here, and you're going to make them, the diagram doesn't specify exactly how far to make these creases, but I found that roughly 1/20th the length of the paper is a good estimate. You may notice that I've already added marks here so I could, to hopefully improve the accuracy. And I do recommend measuring it out yourself. It does make a difference in the end. You don't want the text to be too thick or too thin. And do the same thing on the other side, of course. And another thing I like to do is first turn this valley fold into a mountain fold. This is entirely optional, by the way. This fold is a bit reluctant to turn into a mountain, but there you go. So now this can help us check to see how aligned these edges are. So we can check to see that these creases are folded about the same amount on each side, so it's about symmetrical. And now that I know it's about symmetrical, I'm gonna make a firmer crease. So I have it on this side now, and we're going to do the same thing on the bottom, but not on the top. So again, about 1/20th the length of the paper. Next, flip the paper over, and we're going to divide the paper into quarters, parallel with this center crease again. So the way I like to do this is to make this here a mountain fold and fold up to this edge. I just prefer feeling the creases over eyeballing them, but that's just my personal preference. Same thing on the other side. And next we're going to make a double rabbit ear fold. I'm not sure that's what it's called actually, but just a guess. So first we're going to open these folds up, and we're going to divide this in half diagonally, but we're only going to crease up until this first section. So fold in half diagonally, and stop creasing once you mate this crease line here. Repeat on the other side. And fold these up again. Next, to complete the collapse, we're going to refold this up here. And I'm actually not going to do this side yet. So you're going to rotate this flap until this crease line here, hopefully you can see it, we're going to make this in alignment with this edge here. And once this crease and this edge are aligned, we can now push down. This should make another diagonal valley fold here, and a vertical fold here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Next, simply valley fold these flaps downwards. And we're going to do something similar on the top, but not quite the same. So first, open up these little creases we made at the beginning. And similar to what we just did, we're going to pre-crease some diagonal folds here. So again, only crease up to this first section. So for this one, you're going to first valley fold right here on this pre-existing crease, and we're going to make a mountain fold at the point at which this edge meets this other edge. So it should look about like this. I'm going to squash down, and this collapse is complete on this side. So we do the same thing on the other side. So valley fold this tiny fold here. Squash down, and whoops, messed up a little bit, but we're going to refold this diagonal that we made at the beginning and firmly crease on the top. So next we're going to start shaping the number 3. So valley fold these two flaps upwards such that these two edges should be in alignment, and this edge, this diagonal edge, should be in alignment with this diagonal crease here. And we're going to make squash folds. So it should be parallel to this little stripe. And it doesn't say exactly how far we need to fold this, but we are shaping the number 3. So with that in mind, you can sort of eyeball it. And also This little crease here should be in alignment with this edge. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, trying to keep this nice and symmetrical. And squash down. Let me just adjust this a little bit. So the next step is to make a diagonal valley fold downwards. Again, shaping in number 3. No exact references, we're just going to have to eyeball it. So fold to taste. And the last step for the number 3 is to shape the middle. So it's just going to be 2 more valley folds on the top layer, like this on the top, and again keeping it symmetrical. The same thing on the bottom. Now for the top, for the less than sign part, first valley fold this flap up such that this edge is in alignment with this, as shown. And valley fold it down such that this point meets this point here. And we're going to make a little squash fold here. This one's a bit difficult because it can be easy to tear the paper if you're not careful. So simply a valley fold upwards, squash down at this side, and squash down on the other side. Another difficulty here, as you can see, mine is not perfectly straight. I'm gonna try to adjust that a little bit, but it won't take too much time. I'm gonna repeat on the other side. So valley fold upwards again. Now downwards again. And make a squash fold for the other side of the angled bracket. And as you can see, I'm not very used to folding with artificial nails. The good thing about this, if you tear one of these here, you can just put this one on top, so the mistake is hidden. But the model is essentially complete. You can shape this a little bit more to taste, but I hope you were able to follow my tutorial okay. Thank you for watching. I love you. Have a great day.